Hello everyone, welcome to my Strictly recap. The show seemed to fall a bit flat for me this week after the excitement of movie week last week. It wasn't that it was bad necessarily, it just wasn't fantastic. I thought Alison did a really good job. She was really smiley and bright and bubbly in her salsa. And I thought Steve did quite well in his salsa as well. He's really impressing me, he's really coming on well, and I'm enjoying watching him improve every week. And the same goes for Mark and also Tom. I know that it's fantastic to watch the really good dancers, the really great ones, but it's also really nice to see people improving week in, week out. We also had great improvement from Simon tonight with Christina. I had a feeling that the dance-off would be the shake-up that he needed to get going. So their Charleston was really sweet, and yeah, he did really well. It's a shame really that it didn't come last week for him, but he obviously got the kick he needed, and hopefully he'll continue to improve, because I still think that he could go really far in the competition if he just puts his mind to it. I felt really sad for Pixie. She was obviously so wrapped up in her dance and she ended up crying, and then the judges just seemed sort of unnecessarily harsh, and I hate it when sometimes Len gets really old-fashioned about what didn't contain enough steps and whatever, this and that and the other, all the technicalities, and as a viewer it's not necessarily about all that, it's more about what the dance makes you feel, and it was very emotional. I thought she did really well. The terrible ones were Scott and also Judy, just really, really dreadful. I think perhaps Scott was the worst of the lot. Judy, when Anton slid her across the floor, I actually thought she was going to end up in the audience, but that wasn't good either. And then Tim and Natalie, I mean, their dance was terrible, but you see, I've got a real soft spot for them, so I'm probably a bit biased. The best one for the night, well, there was two best ones for me, was Jake and Jeanette with their jive. Really good. I really liked that. That Jake seems to be able to master any dance. He does really well all the time, and he works so hard too. So that was that, and then Caroline and Pasha with the quick step. And I know that I'm biased because I am hopelessly in love with Pasha, but they dance together so well, and it's fantastic to watch. For me, it didn't quite match up to their rumba from last week, but then none of the dances matched up to the ones from last week for me. I don't think any, apart from Simon and Christina, I don't think any couple really topped their performance from last week. I mean, Frankie and Kevin, who we opened the show with, they danced really, really well, and they're fantastic together, but they weren't as good as their paso from last week. Still, they've got real chemistry, and I like watching that. So yeah, it was a good week. I enjoyed it because it's Strictly, and I always enjoy it, and it's part of my Saturday night routine. But I'm hoping maybe for more sparkle and fizz next week. Okay, bye.